Well, everybody remembers we started off the week with that big snowstorm, Winter Storm Cooper, but it brought a nice surprise for one family.
Yes, it did. And during the calm after the storm, we watched an unexpected visitor take flight. Here's Channel 3's Nicole Nalepo with a week in review of the bright spot.
Expectant mothers would be lying if they said they didn't think about what their birthing story would be like. But I bet if you asked Caitlin Vakina of Lebanon about hers, she wouldn't have predicted this.
So I woke up Monday morning having some cramping and pressure.
During Winter Storm Cooper, she gave birth to this beautiful 8-pound, 3-ounce baby girl in the front seat of her car, which was parked right in front of Bacchus Hospital in Norwich.
I run into the emergency room and I yell, "My wife's in labor, we're having a baby." When I get out there, her pants are down, and I see a baby's head crowning.
I heard someone yelling something about a baby, and I figured they needed a doctor, so I went running after them.
The couple named this sweet snowstorm surprise Molly. Talk about a blessing and a birthday story all wrapped into one. On this day 2 weeks ago, this brown pelican was sighted and rescued from the icy waters of the Connecticut River. It has been the topic of discussion among wildlife experts and bird enthusiasts along the river. That's because these southern coastal birds rarely come to Connecticut. To make matters worse, the bird was injured and was suffering from frostbite. A member of the Audubon Society happened to spot this poor guy huddled right by a floating dock in Essex and alerted the DEEP. From that point, the brown pelican was taken to the Bird Rehab Center, a place called Hope in Killingworth. A Place Called Hope co-founder Christine Cummings said the Bush Wildlife Center in Jupiter, Florida has agreed to take it.
Mom and I were looking for a fun flying adventure to go on, so I contacted the Audubon Society and worked with a Place for Hope.
And the mission came to fruition. This mother-daughter pilot team would fly the pelican they nicknamed Arvy. Shortly after 6 this morning, Arvy flew the coop in style. Now, since we first told you about Arvy, we've been hearing from some viewers who met the pelican during his wild trip to New England. David O'Donnell of Westbrook was able to document his fascinating encounter with Arvy. While parked at Saybrook Point, enjoying the view as so many do, David was taken by surprise when Arvy landed right on the hood of his car. It was like a scene out of Jumanji or Jurassic Park. You can see the disbelief on his face. David was also able to snap photos of Arvy from inside his car, which gave us a real up-close and personal view of how beautiful this bird was. We hope Arvy enjoyed his time here in Connecticut. It's certainly something we will never forget. With today's Bright Spot, I'm Nicole Nalepa.